So it's safe to assume we all know what a Mazda Miata is, right? It's probably their most legendary sports car alongside the RX-7. But did you know Mazda had some forgotten hidden gems of like fun cars in the 80s and 90s that nobody talks about? For starters, we have the first generation Mazda MX-6. Now, there's plenty of trims of this that weren't anything to talk about, but in the highest trim, the GT here in the United States, it got a turbocharged four-cylinder making 145 horsepower, not a lot, but 190 foot-pounds of torque, which is pretty decent. And you can get them with four-wheel steering and a 5-speed manual transmission. The styling is very of the era, as you couldn't tell. This is a late 90s or late 80s, early 90s product, but I still think they look incredible and have driven these before. They're pretty fun. The one I drove was an automatic though, so I think the manual would definitely enhance that experience. That was then followed up by the second generation Mazda MX-6. This one in its highest trim, powered by the K-Series V6 that I talked about in a prior video, specifically the 2.5 liter version. So you already know that is a decently high output V6 for its small displacement, rev happy, and just a fun motor to have in a coupe. And again, you can get them with a manual transmission. And then the little brother to the MX-6 is the Mazda MX-3, which I want one of these so bad. This is also powered by a K-Series V6, but this one uses the K8, the 1.8 liter version. But the 2.5 drops right into that little engine bay. And just, look at the body lines. Look how much that swoops down. I love everything about this tiny little car, and I want one really bad, but they're kind of hard to find. Now, sadly, none of these cars really caught on in the aftermarket modding community, especially the first gen MX-6. But if you're looking for a small two-door coupe that you can have some fun with, the second generation MX-6 and the MX-3, which we only got one generation of that, by the way, are definitely things I can recommend. They have a small but dedicated aftermarket modding community, and it's just a fun car that you can have for really cheap because nobody knows about them and nobody wants them. I'm giving up information on a car I want.